Yeah, I hate to say it, but I trashed my ranked numbers over the weekend because I gotta figure out what tanks get high DPM and stay alive, you know. And honestly, I just started playing the game 30 days ago, so learning the maps and figuring out the tanks, uh, it ain't no joke. So in the ranked, you gotta you gotta put damage on other players and capture bases and spot other players that are getting shot by your team members. And that's the point system, man. There's no point in having tanks that don't do damage because you ain't ever gonna class in the ranked. So here we got my first game. This is probably one of my first games because the camo I got on here. It's a pretty awesome tank. It goes nice and fast. It's a little bit high so people see it because I'm used to driving, shorter tanks. But you can see I'm out in front of the whole group. So this is a good way to get points for spotting. See if this guy spots these enemies over this hill. Anyone behind me that shoots him, he's going to get 25% of the points. Like he spotted that guy. So when I shoot this guy, he's going to get 25% of the points. The thing I like best about the French tanks is they speak in French. I like that. Il est foutu means he's fucked. I gotta say, because it's a small tank, a lot of people don't shoot at it, which is a good thing, and it's got DPM as high as the LOWE. Yeah, so the thing about these premium tanks is that the server wargaming, the people that create the game, they put a coefficient on premium tanks so that they earn more credits. And you can see here the total credits, 56,000 credits, is pretty good for a game with 11,000 damage. And people that play the game, they're gonna know the difference. You could see here, this is, I mean, it's a pretty good tank. I have it set up so that you can see I didn't even place top above other tanks, and I still made 50,000 credits. The second, I'm Mastery badge class 2, so better than 80% of the players in the last 7 days. I'm going to make a suggestion to Wargamings once I get a little bit more traction over there, that I have a really good honor system for them that they can... I'm not going to talk about it, because if you talk about things on the internet, they happen without you being involved. So we'll get back to that in a later date. In the future, the mastery badges will come to bear on the PvP gaming. So what I'm going to do, well, that's my little secret. Alright, so we'll look for another one. I also got another tank that I've been on the leveling tree. So on the leveling tree, I got another tank that maybe I have a video of it. Cromwell. Okay, this is my Indian Panzer. This is another tank that I got, but this one I'm leveling up in the I'll show you guys. So this is the tech tree. It ain't no joke. I mean, once you get up towards the top, the tanks are 3 million bucks. And you can see here, I got 300,000 credits. And there are 160,000 XP points, and you can see here I got 5,000. And to get this tank, you need to get the XP points with this tank to be able to get this tank, which I already have. So I just have to purchase this tank, which I haven't done yet, because I purchased something else, and you have to upgrade the tanks in the background. So slowly I'm going to, eventually I'm going to get this tank, which is another good earner. No point in leveling up the tech tree for all these bullshit tanks. I mean, and then I'm leveling up to get this tank here, because this is the highest earning tank in the tech tree. Period. Period. I mean, I'm not going to be gaming and spending credits and then putting money in this game so that I can keep playing. I mean, that's retarded. So this is a new tank that I bought, and that's why I got no more money left. It was like 2 million bucks. And you can see when I roll out with new tanks and I'm just earning credits, I don't put no provisions, because they deduct that off of your credit score at the end of the game. And you know, I basically just use the regular ammo. I don't use premium ammo because it's a waste of time. And you can see here I didn't level up the equipment yet, so I'm running this bare bones. And the reason I didn't level up all that stuff is I don't really want this tank. I don't want a half-class tank. I'm looking to level up and go right into this tank. So I only purchased this tank so that I could get the, get the XP points. I mean, this game is damn confusing. After 30 days, I mean, I figured it out, but I trashed my player versus player record. I mean, I was at 2,700 before the weekend. I lost 1,200 rated XP. I mean, that's gonna be hard to regain. I mean, I might just even make a new account, just with my premium tanks and start over. So it ain't no joke. Once you start doing rated games, you start playing against people that have been playing this game for 10 years and that are, you know, they're professional gamers, but they don't say they're professional gamers. They're just basically they're stay-at-home gamers, unlike me that's a professional, declared professional gamer. So here we go, kids. If you want to be a professional gamer, just play games all day and declare yourself one. Here we go. So I do have a chart where I compared all these tanks, and I'll pull that up at the end of the video. And you can see that this tank is on par with the other tanks. It's got a good rate of fire. Now I'm learning German. Hey kids, you learn languages playing World of Tanks Blitz, okay? Learn French, learn German, learn Russian. Here we go. This guy deserves shots. He's driving around with a pumpkin on his tank. A little tip here that you can learn is that once you put a guy below, 200 hit points, you could let him be. All the other players will try and kill him because everybody wants the kills. So if there's 2-3 tanks and you get 1 to 100, 200 hit points, focus on the next tank. So that last shot was a good example of me spotting a guy and someone else killing him. So this one's Mastery Class 3, better than 50% of the players in the last 7 days. I mean, this is the best judge as to how good you're doing in the tank. You know, if you're getting Masteries Class 1, 2, or 3, I mean, if you get a Mastery Class 1, obviously you're doing something right, because that's better than everyone else on the server in the last 7 days. And I can tell you it's pretty difficult once you're if you're in the tier 1, 2, and 3s. I get masteries level 1 every week, but I'm telling you, I'm actually if I had to do an assessment of this my play in this game, I'm like a strong level 5 with credit cards and all kinds of money that can buy any tank I want. So I'm farting around with all these big boy tanks, and it's pretty pathetic. A lot of these games I do pretty crap, as you can see from my destroyed record from the weekend. And it's not where you are, kids, it's where you're going. So we're planning to get to the top. This is what it's like. The struggle's real. So we lost 1,000 hit points in the ranking, and I'll have to get back 2,000, man. I'd like to be ranked somewhere around 3,200 instead of 1,700. So this is another tank that I purchased just before Black Friday. They offered it for 5,000 gold, and it gave 30 days subscription to premium account. The premium account gives you double the credits and double the XP. So there are people that play this game and just, you know, sink money into buying XP and credits, and you spam gold ammo all around, and it costs them money to play this game. There are lots of people like that, kids. And then there's all my Mexican friends and people from other countries that don't spend any money and do the tech tree. And I think it's a good blend of people that don't want to do the tech tree and have money, because they always get slaughtered by the people with no money that are doing the tech tree. I can guarantee you that a kid in Mexico that's doing the tech tree is killing everyone that's buying tanks, period. Me included. But I do the tech tree, I do the tanks, I do over 100 games a day. I am a professional gamer. I am memorizing these maps, and eventually I'll be able to smoke all these. I mean, I'll be able to smoke everyone in this game. And in the coming weeks, I'm gonna log back into my old account of World of Warcraft, and I'll show the kids what it's like to be #1 player versus player on the server of 40,000. So I played World of Warcraft for 3 years, and I would log about 180 days of gameplay. 12 hours. And if you want to be the best, man, you got to put the time in. So here I'm playing in a platoon with my Benja friend. He's from Spain, I think, or Argentina, and I think I'm gonna get him a Cromwell tank, because over there in Argentina it's like 20 bucks, and over here in Canada it's like $6.99. So we'll see. We'll start giving away tanks on my channel and other things to gamers around the world that can't afford this shit. So you can see the Cromwell was another premium tank. It earns pretty good. I got 1800 damage, pretty high. I mean, I might not even be I am number 1 in this game. So, so yeah, my Benja Gamer YT, sub is his channel. And we'll see, we'll put in another, I think I did a few Cromwell videos. So, we did have a good few good ranked battles, but few and far between, man. Few and far between. So here's another Cromwell video. So the Cromwell B, everyone's got them now. They were $5.99 on Friday. I think they regularly sell for 20 bucks. All these tanks sell for $20 or more once you get into level 7. So that M1 that I purchased, I think I got it for 5,000 gold, which is around probably $17.
Time to roll out.
I guess I showcased this game because I killed a bunch of tanks, but I died pretty soon. And I like the mobility of this tank, the Cromwell. It's nice and fast. Obviously, it's a light tank, so you get blown up if you fight with large tanks. But it does earn good credits. You'll see at the end of this game, I got 1,200 damage on the other team, and I deflected 220 damage. You do get lucky bounces. 1 out of every 10 shot bounces. I mean, I have other tanks that are much better than that, though. Okay, we'll get to the end of this one. Yeah, so I died after, like, 2 minutes into the game, and I got better than half the players using the tank. So, all these different badges are important. If you get the one for spotting, you end up getting, for sure, extra points here when they're giving out the points for the for how much damage you did in the game. And you see here I have 4 times the premium, so it's about 1 XP for every point of damage, and this time 4 times, so you got 456, so it's very close to 1 XP. Aside from that, we'll check out the Cromwell, how it looks, and we'll move on, man. I'm gonna go in game. I gotta get this tank here, this Panzer tank. I got 11,000 XP, and we're buying this Leopard, and it's 173,000 XP. So I said I was going to show you the credit coefficients, so let me do that now. How about this one? So blitzstars.com, pretty cool website. It allows you to cross-examine the different tanks that you might have. And so this is what we got here, the Indian Panzer, and this is what we're looking for here is the Leopard prototype, because it's got a pretty high rate of fire. I think this is the rate of fire here, so 8.3 8.4 rounds a minute, and you can see over the low it's better over, and this is another pretty good tank when it comes to getting credits, because you can see the damage is higher than everyone else, and the you do shots for what's this, 640? Let me see. 640 is the alpha damage. So sometimes you get rolls where you damage a guy for 640. A lot of tanks that 2 shots and you kill them with. Some tanks are rolling around with 1200 hit points. And check out this website, blitzstars.com. And here's another website that I use to figure out what tanks I need to get. Since when you're playing these games, nobody's really going to give you the handbook on how to win at the games. You know, they're just going to tell you how to spend all your money and play the game. But this explains the credit coefficients here, how many credits you earn. You know, 700 if you win, times your tier, 600 if you lose, 100 for the spots, 5% of assisted damage, 10 points for damage, rate. It's a different website, wotblitz.com, and so basically I'll just show you here. So here's the low, here's the M4A Revalorisé, so that means they multiply it by 1.8, so you almost get double the credits, and it's about as high as it gets. Once you get above tier 6, there's nothing higher than the low. These 4 or 5 tanks are basically what people should be rolling around with. And if they're not, they're going to be spending their money, because it costs like 50,000-60,000 credits to play games in level 10 tanks. If you suck. Period. Hey kids, thanks for watching. And I would do I mean, since the title of this video is the M1 Revalorisé, we'll go give her. So you can see when your team loses in points, that game costs 13,000 credits, and credits are different from gold, but that being the same, if you suck at this game and you play with tanks that don't have good armor, like this tank has decent armor but not great, pretty crap. On the sides, I think it's 80. In the back, it's 50. I think in the front, it's 120 or something stupid millimeters. So better to get the low because you'll be able to deflect shots and take more damage and still stay alive. Your tank drives slower, so you can't get yourself late. You see me, I fell over that little ledge there, and then I couldn't go backwards, so I had to go forward, or I would have just been hanging out there, and it would have blown me up. So it's good when you're starting out to have a slower tank like the low versus a quick tank like this tank that's real fast. You see we got the YouTube colors here, the transgender tank. And yeah, this tank, if you suck, it costs you about 50,000 credits to run it. And if you run it in the ranked battles, even though it's one of the best tanks, I will get smoked by people that have been playing the game for 10 years. And everyone, if you take a level 10 tank into ranked battles, just prepare yourself, kids. I mean, you're playing against grown-ups that have special computers. And I think most of the people playing this game here, World of Tank Blitz, are playing on mobile. So there's a different aiming system and a different control system for the mobile as for the PC players. So I think the mobile players have an advantage in the sense that, obviously when you're doing things on mobile, the device is doing a lot of the process for you and you're just hitting the screen. It's touch screen versus keyboard and mouse. So obviously there's some development differences, and whether it's faster, whether it's easier to play on mobile or PC, whether you have better advantage, well, we'll see. And I mean, I have an iPad. I could always play this game on my iPad, but I prefer to play on the PC. So back to the Indian. Thanks for watching. And the M4A1, I like it because it's a French tank, and the crew speaks French, and it's pretty fast. Has a great gun, as you can see in that last page where I showed the damage per minute. So that being said, I gotta get back to gaming. That's how it goes over here. When you're a professional gamer, that's what you do. 70, 80 games a day. And just in case people on YouTube don't believe that there's a job as a professional gamer waiting for them if they want it. Let's see. Top battles per day, 74. Okay. And it won't be long. We'll be at the top of all these lists. Thanks for watching.